I'm gonna see if I can get this game completed.
Sorry about that.
I'm also
I am here and ready to start our party search if you're ready.
Also, I'm streaming RoboCop for a bit. Since I kinda, this felt like it.
Hazel, if you'd rather watch the show, that's fine.
I'm just thinking about just
clocking out. It's probably late for you, innit?
Yeah, it's 3 in the morning for me.
Actually, you know what? Let's then do a very quick looking for group, but not a raid, not a mythic one. Let's just do a heroic one, and I'm gonna show you what the fuck is an augmentation healer. Because those are silly. Let me get some mana back. That's always annoying when you switch specs. Where are my mana potions?
It's the new guy.
Not potions,
He's
the
waiting
fucking...
for some bigwig to show up.
I don't have mana shit.
He's planning to do some psycho
I have like
presentation.
27.
That's what I want to find out.
Oh, there they
Mr.
are.
W, we still have no contact with the funhouse.
I'm on the phone.
Yeah, I don't mind going for.
I understand, but please tell him that
as
this
long
is
as we
not a
can make
meeting that can be postponed.
this because
It's
I'm just
heroic. It's gonna be fast.
So, they ain't coming,
But yeah,
right?
the Ebenite,
Keep your
you see
anger
the
to
buff on
yourself,
you,
or I'll
right?
share mine with you.
7, 6, 5.
yeah.
And do you see how its timer increases with this healing ability?
You'd better not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a healer augmenter.
You are under arrest. Come
It's
quietly.
kind
You
of
really believe that's what's
stupid.
gonna happen?
The problem
Take
with
care
the
of the
being
boys.
healer augmenter, it's a lot more expensive to cast Emerald
What's up, metal
Blossom
freak?
than it
Forget
is
where
to
you left
cast
your car?
Eruption.
You better go, Miss
So
Ortiz.
the uptime of the Ebenite buff is lower, but we don't have a healer while having a healer, so we have 4 DPS, like 4 DPS and a tank while having sufficient healing. So every now and then our damage is gonna go through the roof on bosses, you know, to make them faster while keeping all of us alive. It's kind of silly. Now, what should be something really long, like one of the Dawns of the Infinite?
Oh.
Did you... Oh, that wasn't you. Oh, it's the Halls of Infusion. That's short and sweet. Not on here, because he doesn't throw us away like in Mythic, you know. Alright, let's go. Oh shit, I have the wrong spec. Again, why did it auto-switch my spec? Why can I not switch my spec?
We totaled RoboCop!
I'll catch up, you guys go.
Yeah, it's just. Okay. Gotta run, even though it's costing me health.
Don't worry, I'll heal you up.
Alex? Is that you? Come to us.
Yeah, Dad, we're waiting for you. Dad?
Great, that
Are you coming?
person just jumped out of my healing.
Dad? Dad, are you here? I'm scared. Come find me, please. Why won't you come for me, Dad? Don't leave me, please. Don't leave me alone.
Oh, I'm out of mana. Right, because I don't have that thing.
Special offers at Juneberry Mall. Now a free gift for engaged couples.
I'm getting the fighting
Jewelry
I
has a
needed.
discount on wedding rings. Choose something special. It's a symbol of your love and something for her to remember you by after you decided to get yourself killed and leave your family all alone, Alex Murphy. Don't hesitate. Come and take advantage of our offer.
Over here, Murphy.
Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Dad? Is that you? You look different. You're scaring me. I don't like how scary you are now.
It's not your dad, kid. It's not even a police officer. I don't know what it is anymore.
Hi, here's the Vanderburg store. Please leave a message after the tone.
The remains of my husband, a police officer killed in the line of duty, were used to create some kind of a metal monster. I need to bury it to move forward with my life. Do you have a funeral suit that would fit that empty shell?
My wow.
Okay, maybe a warlock was not the best choice, because my mana's actually very limited.
Well, I still got. I still have my health stones. Don't fret. And I
Yeah,
also-
problem is we're
and it-
moving a lot, so I can't actually, heal on the move, because we need to be stationary for my healing to work.
Did you hear? It's true. You're not one of us anymore.
How did that guy even die? I'm about to
And
fucking
you're
die.
not a real cop. You're just
To the
the
insta-
rotten
oh, he
remains
probably
of-
died to the insta-kill mechanic.
You're something that should never have been. Something that should not exist. We have to fix you.
Yeah,
We have
I'm
to
literally
do
about to
this.
die. There we go.
And we will. Just come to us. Come to the rooftop. We're waiting.
I'm rising. Okay, if he would stop getting out of my healing circles, that would be nice, Mr. Demon Hunter.
It's the crap that is stuck to our shoe. A cuckoo egg planted by OCP. We need to clear our station of this shit. We must smash that thing. Fire at will.
Hell yeah, I hear an air raid siren. Those are always fun.
What?
You're not one of us. You feel that too, don't?
You're back. There's coffee in the kitchen. Do you like it? The mug.
Dad? Can you fix the camera? I think something's broken. playing a game this afternoon?
Dad wouldn't miss it, would he?
Take me up at the station. I'll grab my gear.
Do you really have to go? You look so sexy in that uniform. Why won't you
Wait
stay
a
a
moment.
little longer?
Are we actually gonna see Murphy's death? Oh wow, this game is getting pretty interesting. We're actually gonna witness Murphy's death at his point of view.
Bam.
His hand getting blown up and everything.
Why are you here? Do you not love your family? No attachments, no leverage. This is a gift.
Don't take him away from me!
Everyone wants to be back home with their families. Be back home.
It's okay, she's casting Hailstorm.
Welcome, Chopper. Let's take a stroll through your old home.
Just go back. Go on with your life like nothing happened.
This is a one-family house built by ZM Industries. It's for sale because the head of the family to which it belonged was shot in the head.
Your family has forgotten you. Why do you want to remember them?
I'm not a mana.
You attach yourself to something that is the weakest in you. To the part that's still human.
Have you thought it over?
But yeah, you see how we have enough healing to survive boss fights? Like, I completely run out of mana, yes, but I'm giving us so much damage buffs in return, though.
Destroy them.
And on the last boss,
Destroy
I'll
them
just
before
lust
they
again.
Destroy you.
Alex Murphy, the one and the only. I'm here because you have something that belongs to me. You have my badge. Lewis gave it to me. Lewis is hurt because of you. Because you keep insisting that you're something that you're not. You think that you are a fusion of me in this metal armor, but you're not me. Not even a part of me. I'm dead and I want to finally rest, but you won't let me. Your delusions keep tormenting me and my family. You need to let us go. I want my badge back. I have it. So I remember. Remember what? The lie? Lewis knows us. She would not lie. Give it to me. It's mine. But, Lewis, I want it back. This is my badge. Then I'll have to take it back myself.
You are strong enough to take him. Don't forget you have a partner who's counting on you. Take this gift. Don't forget who you are. Alex Murphy.
Actually, we won't even get Bloodlust. We'll kill it before 10 minutes end.
That's it, Robo. Keep going.
Where's the chopper? The cops will be here any...
Summon every demon in the book.
Haven't you had enough yet?
You are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent.
Relax.
I cast every buff in my book.
You would have already...
You have the right to an attorney.
I wanted to help you. Release you from the burden of your past life, of your memories. But you don't want to lose them, right? Now I get it.
Anything you say may be used against you.
Yeah, I
I
decline.
can give you back those memories.
Oh yeah, at least I got
All
a
of
better
them. We should help each other.
I got better at
We
nothing.
have the same boss. Police.
God damn it.
Also, you know what I
People
just
need to see
realized?
this.
Look at my weapons. Yeah, those are the RP weapons. Yeah,
He is a
because this
cop
is my
killer.
actual weapon. Like, this is the I was using a level 200
Hands behind your
weapons
back.
this whole time. I was like, why do I give so little... Decline, no, we're not
It's a
fucking doing
family
it.
heirloom. I wouldn't want to lose it.
Yeah, I should be doing a lot
It'll be safer in
more
the
in
prison
terms of
depository.
intelligence. Let's just leave the dungeon. Leave
You'll
instance
pick it up
group.
yourself in, I don't know, 150 years?
plenty of time for rehabilitation.
But no, I actually had Lashona leveled, like, boosted up, so all of her gear is 424. And the row bike that I'm wearing now is 428.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense, because this drops for... Wait, I think I can give you this. Oh, it's male. You
that's
can't wear male, can you?
That's male.
Yeah. Wait, let me check. What about this? Here, have a trinket.
Oh, I can take that.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't need them. And I got it from this dungeon, so I can trade it to you. That...
No footage of the event has emerged.
There you go. But I really miss this.
A public debate regarding his status.
This used to be the go-to healer item.
Here's a statement from John
Especially for preservation evokers, because you always overheal with your health over time. And each of your health over time ticks can trigger an extra tick of healing that restores health and mana, and gives versatility from overhealing.
That it's time to give something back.
So, like,
I will be advocating
in the previous
RoboCop,
season,
the status of a
Prevokers
free,
were just a
living
big,
human
like,
That's
mana
right.
buffs.
For
Like, I would
those,
just give everyone
RoboCop.
infinite mana
Staying on the topic
by constantly overhealing them.
the CEO of Omni Consumer Products suffered a
No,
heart attack
on
earlier
the
today.
Mythic bus, I'm gonna have to, like, take a rain check or something.
Oh yeah, no, like, it's late as shit. Yeah, why do you think we did a heroic instead? I get it. I definitely get it.
Well, there was a time to where I was actually able to go all night without any sleep.
No, fuck that.
Went from dusk to dawn.
Listen, you're not 17 anymore, are you now?
No, I'm 26.
Yeah, exactly.
Not done yet.
How do you think I feel at my fucking 28? I am asleep by midnight. Like,
Well, the thing
like
is
it or
that,
not.
I actually work on closing shift, even though the closing shift isn't super. It's not even that late. Like most of the time, my closing shifts are from 3 to 9. But when I get back, I gotta do double shift to make up because where I'm at, there's only, including me, there's only 3 people on part of the group I'm with, and so with me being gone since the 22nd of last month,
something not many people know about me. I used to be a car
have no
mechanic
idea why,
before I
but
landed this job.
rather than actually seeing if they can toss in some help from the... Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna be blunt. I work as a dishwasher. I get $16 an hour. 16, 17. And so there are 2 older gals that also work with me and stuff. And for some weird reason, because especially when we work at a hospital dish room, for some fucked up reason, rather than give help and actually have other people pitch in to help us dishwashers and stuff, if one of us is gone, then gone for long periods of time, then we have to do double shifts and shit.
Become a topic of public debate. I imagine that could take a toll on anyone. How are you dealing?
I genuinely do not understand that, from the simple reason of you get paid by the hour. You don't show up, you don't get paid. What the actual fuck?
Someone is fighting for my
You clock in, you clock out. It's not like you're on a salary where you get paid every month regardless of how much you show up. You get paid for every hour of work. Why? That makes no sense. America never made sense to me. Number one, it doesn't make sense to me that you get paid by the hour. Number two, it doesn't make sense to me that despite being paid by the hour, you expect to make up for missed work time.
Well, I do have vacation hours clocked in before I left the December 21st.
Well, yeah, no, that's called paid vacation.
Yeah.
No, you know what that means here? That means here you have at least, here, by law, you have at least 2 weeks of paid vacation a year. That means 2 of your weeks will be completely paid as if you're at work while you don't show up, and you don't need to make up for it because it's your fucking vacation.
Now,
it's called paid leave. Yeah, no, that. Why do you have to make up for paid leave? What is wrong with USA?
It's mostly because we're short-staffed where I'm at.
My partner is
like specifically, I am at a hospital, and yet in the nutrition's department, we are short-staffed.
Let's dig
and shit.
Is the hospital attempting to alleviate that in any way, like actually accepting job applications?
We have, and yet
Okay, so people are just not applying.
Yeah, people haven't been applying and shit, and when they
Okay,
do
that's
apply,
different.
They triggered
and then when they do apply, there's only very few people that actually stick around for the job.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, no, then that's different.
Like, we're so desperate that
nightmares.
my manager dash supervisor or whatever the fuck he is, I don't know, don't care, don't have any respect for the guy because he's unfortunately one of those older male boomers to where if you're not completely dying and shit, please come to work
and at the mall. Those latter
shit.
ones are the real problem, and we need to
And
get to
it's
the
like,
bottom.
that does not work
But I
that
think
way.
I've gathered quite a lot of valuable data.
But anyway,
and at our next session, I'll present my conclusions.
Yeah, we're so short-staffed enough to where the supervisor,
Hey, Robo, could you stop by the cells on your way to read?
the boss,
Someone
I'm
there
gonna
wants to speak
call
to
him,
you.
even though he doesn't act like one.
It's fine.
I
get the point, yes.
He hired someone to be a caterer assistant, which means you go up, you deliver the food trays to patients and stuff like that.
Mhm.
She ended up quitting. You know why?
Because he was an ass.
No, because she's got a fucking fear of hospitals.
Why did she even apply?
I'd recognize those footsteps anywhere.
Like, no, okay.
What did you do this time?
Why does it
not?
have to be
You know,
that
this is literally that meme of a guy riding on a bike, sticking a stick into his bike, and then blaming everyone else. That is literally what she
I'm
did.
here mainly to congratulate us.
Like, it's like, she wasn't there for, like, I don't know, like a month or so before she ended up saying, like, I'm sorry, but I'm scared of hospitals. I was like, I look at her as like,
they lived happily ever
did
after
you
part
even
of the
ask
story.
to see if you could, like, transfer
Wendell
to
was
somewhere
conducting
else?
Suspicious activity
And
for
shit, like,
someone at OCP.
did we, like,
I
do a
want to know
miscommunication to where, because hospital does got good benefits, I'll give it that, despite the shitty work environment that
dutiful officer.
we got.
All right. I'll keep my ear to the ground
But
and see what the streets are saying.
it's like, okay, is there something that we can do to help you alleviate that
Talk to you later,
fear? Like, can we?
partner.
Because, truth be told, I don't like hospitals either. However, I'm in a position to where I'm at a job. Like, I'm a dishwasher. Meaning, I go in, I wash the dishes. I don't interact with the patients, nurses, or any of that
Yeah,
sort.
because you don't need to. That's not part of your job agenda. So you're kind of okay with it, despite, like, the building itself isn't the problem. It's, like, everything else about it.
One unresolved issue.
It's like, you don't care, you're in your kitchen, you don't interact with the hospital itself. You interact with the dishes.
And also with the dish room, gotta make sure to keep it clean and shit like that.
Oh yeah, but what I mean is not with the hospital as a whole, not with medical
I just
stuff.
don't know if that's not too
Yeah.
obvious. Do you suspect that Becker is on
No,
Windows payroll?
like, that makes sense why, despite the fear, like, you're fine with it.
Then you won't like what I've got to say next. Becker wanted to meet you. You're supposed to show up at some old factory.
We are
And he
being
wanted
watched.
you to come alone.
I just noticed that on the Discord.
That's why I'll get Officer Washington to listen in. By the way, how do you feel about it? Can you
Because
trust him?
Discord was taking up the same screen as WoW was for me, so I didn't see the VTuber. We were being watched the whole time.
Hey, Jessica.
That makes me a little less anxious about signing him up to look after me.
Anyway.
I'm skeptical of anyone at OCP.
But yeah,
tries to
back on
push
my
others.
ranting.
Yeah, go for
In
it.
Washington.
But
And let's not forget about
yeah,
Dr. Blanche.
Oh god.
Jessica.
Is she being helpful? Are you getting anything out of those sessions?
Anyway,
She is.
but yeah,
I don't know if you heard me
Like-
slurp.
Good.
Overall, it's the
Sometimes that's
hospital's
all it
got good benefits,
I
good
will
paying
meet
job,
Becker,
even
but there
though
is a
that
place
I
I will visit
need
first.
to.
I mean,
still
as far as
figure
I
out
can tell,
it.
$16
I'll bring
an hour is nothing to scoff at.
Well, the thing
Especially
is
without
that...
education.
Yes, sir. You've got a new...
Well,
It depends on where you live, I guess.
yeah, it kind of depends. But anyway, but no, I used to work a whole lot more hours up until COVID hit. Now it's like 6, like, at first, for closing hours, it'd be like from 1 to 8 o'clock. But then COVID hit, shit got fucked up, and so now I'm currently working from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m.
So instead of 7 hours, it's 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyway, but so yeah, we're short staffed to where, and truth be told, it's just mostly the work ethics that really...
I get it. It's like because you needed to take an extended break, you just want to make up extra work so the other workers don't overwork themselves. That's a different situation again.
Yeah.
Like, once you explained that you are short-staffed, that made complete sense to me. This isn't you appeasing to your boss. This is you making sure your co-workers don't think shit of you.
Well, there's
Just
already
in a
one
sense.
coworker that's already thinks shit of me.
That's their problem.
And she's an old bat. That's...
We can offer you a higher standard of accommodation.
She's one of those people to where she doesn't want to do extra work, yet she would actually kiss ass to get out to do other stuff other than be a dishwasher.
Give me the skinny. I want to know everything.
Ah, Murphy, we started the party a little early.
Again, due to the lack of staff,
Sorry,
I don't
Papa.
exactly blame her, but
It's my
sometimes
fault.
it gets
I
annoying
just
to
gotta hear
where
what's happening
she
at the
doesn't help out with the
usual
job that
fashion,
she's
OCP's
supposed to
doing
have.
everything in its power to keep the police down.
Come on, this is time to
Like,
celebrate.
she even tries to take
Getting
shortcuts
better,
into getting
Wendy's
out
in
of cleaning
jail.
the dish room,
Let's
too.
party.
If you don't think a strike is brewing...
You know
So-
what? Let me get this grouch out of here so that you two can talk.
Okay, I'm going. Feel better, Lewis.
But yeah, ever since October, we were slammed with super high counts and stuff to where
I gotta admit,
we
I
couldn't
sleep better knowing that
keep
you've
up
got that
a whole
bastard.
lot with the cleaning
But what about you?
and shit.
How have you been lately?
So,
Did you get
and
any more
then,
of those visions?
but
I still see things.
yeah,
You know, ever
one
since
one of the
Antonowski showed
supervisor
up, they
desk
seem to be
managers is
happening more
unfortunately one of
often,
those male
and with greater
boomers
intensity.
that doesn't
I don't think I've ever seen you
that
in such
really
a
doesn't
state. I just know
care
how it
as long
affects
as you're
me.
there for the
So
job
I
and
can't imagine
shit.
how it affects you.
Which, like, he doesn't even understand what personal emergencies mean, I don't think. It made him, like... Okay, truth be told, sometime in August, I went through something that actually did happen at work and was really traumatizing for me. My nerves were worked up and stuff, but I called the boss, and like I said, my nerves were worked up after seeing this event and stuff, and I was trying to explain to them what's going on, and I told them, since I was supposed to work the next day, is like, I gotta take tomorrow off because I can't work because of that. His response was, "Why do you need tomorrow off?"
Fact that he's
And so I ended up hanging up on him, finishing my shift. Sent him the text after I fully calmed down. I sent him text stating what the event was, how I was involved in stuff, and needing to take tomorrow off for a sick day. You wanna know what his response was?
Things would have gone down differently.
Okay, but do we know that you're gonna get you're gonna get a write-up for your unexcused absences.
I know. What I don't get is if Wendell is actually the brother of one
Okay,
of your murderers,
question.
then why did he come out
So,
now?
you have an
After all
X
this
amount of
time?
sick days that you
And
can
why
take,
didn't he
correct?
kill you when he got a
Yeah.
chance?
That is
Why
what
the
I
fuck
intend.
does it matter why you take your sick day as long as
Right.
you're not taking too many?
Is it true
Well,
that he's working with someone from
No, that's my question. You have a set amount of sick days that you can legally take and they cannot say no. How the fuck can he write you up for no reason if you're taking a sick day?
Maybe there's
Well,
someone who'd
I
be
have no
willing to
idea
help
how
us.
I
don't
ended
know if
up
you heard.
Like,
going
that's
over my
what I
sick days and
really...
stuff. I don't really
Unless you
keep
were
track.
out of
I'm
them.
not sure if he's in a
I
state to
probably
talk,
was, but
but it probably wouldn't
Hmm.
hurt to check.
the
if he
point
knows.
was
Okay,
is
that's-
that he didn't ask
Anyway,
questions about the
I
event
think I
and
need a
stuff. He
little
just
rest
ended up
after all
saying
this
you're gonna
excitement.
get a write up for
Thank you for
going
visiting
over
me.
your sick days.
We'll be back to working together in no time.
I look forward to it.
To which, and I even did tell HR about this, is like, this person, like, yeah, he may have gotten some good praise, he might have gotten some good credit from other people and stuff, but because of this event and him and his response to it made me lose my respect to him. And he made me, and I have no trust in this man. Not
Hey,
one
where do you
bit
think you're
anymore.
going?
To talk to the old man.
You're the only one who actually showed up to pay him a visit.
And I did let him know.
You know he
I did
talks
tell
about you a
HR
lot.
about it, and in the end, I did get a verbal warning
You've been granted human
about
rights.
Okay.
He's
about
rooting
the sick
for you.
days and stuff.
Maybe it's not
Question,
such a bad
question.
idea.
How often is it with you that you go to a hospital with some issue to a doctor, right?
Right.
And they write it off as you being pregnant. Did that happen to you at all?
Nah. Like there's been times to where I actually went to the doctor and I did get like the doctor's note and stuff like that saying I can't work and shit like that, but
No. See, a good friend, my best friend, right? A bitch, a freaking tumor in my brain, because I know her from first grade, so she's been a pain in my ass for a really long time. Her doctor, right? Her family doctor, is an old ass lady, like 80 something now.
RoboCop?
And she absolutely hates her doctor. She does anything she can to go to any other doctor but her family medicine doctor. Because it's like, oh, you're 28, you're unmarried, you're probably a prostitute, so whenever she comes in with any issue, the first thing she blames her shouldn't have been knocked up. That is a quote. Well, translated, but in a very rude manner, mind you. That's what I mean. And it aggravates her to, like, beyond astronomical levels every single time.
I believe that.
You don't get that, do you? At least.
no, I don't, not from doctors, because I'm honestly one of those people to where unless I absolutely need to, if I'm feeling okay and shit, I don't go to the doctors. I really don't, unless there's something really fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Well, with her, she kind of has to constantly go to the doctor because of personal issues. It's like, her period can sometimes be delayed by a month, which is normal, sometimes by 6 months. Which is not good at all for your health, you know? Yeah, her period, essentially, as she explained it to me quite a few years back, like, throughout her whole life, her periods were never normal. They were always at least a month late. So you can see how she has to quite often come to the doctor with issues relating to that, so the doctor constantly blaming her is beyond aggravating. It's like, you know me. You know that I have this health issue. Why are you like this?
So that does kind of remind me that I might need to go to a doctor, considering
I am the mayor of this city.
So
RoboCop, you have to intervene.
Okay, well, the thing with my menstrual
You don't have
cycle...
to explain. It's fine. It's not a topic that scares me. My best friend's a woman. She taught, like, my ex had, also one of my exes has been very thorough about educating me about this shit. So, like, it's fine. I'm comfortable with the topic. If you're not comfortable, I'm not pressuring you to.
Well, I'm not
is what Delta City
hesitant on it because it's just I haven't heard of delayed periods as far as 6 months like that. That
was like extremely terrifying to her.
Like other than like you said, other than like
pregnancy.
Yeah.
Because pregnancy stops your periods. Period.
Doesn't she?
It's just that the problem with my period is just sometimes the cramping part of it gets a little intense.
Hey, cameraman, you got that?
Sometimes.
You know I'm streaming.
Even an OCP robot
Oh,
sees the
shit,
hypocrisy. Listen to him.
What?
Don't let OCP take
streaming.
away
Magna's
our
streaming on
city.
Twitch.
Say no to Delta City.
No people are
Vote
listening
for
on
the
Twitch.
neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak.
I'm
Okay,
so
no, okay,
sorry,
no,
Magna.
no.
Okay, guys, we'll leave.
Stop. Don't
We should
apologize.
find
This
him
is
a
important. People need to learn about this because there's actually a stupidly large amount of males who have zero idea about females and they're like, oh, boo-hoo. No, their crabs can be fucking debilitating.
Yes, they can.
And I mean debilitating. Yeah, like, this is suddenly educational content.
Yes.
This isn't TOS. This is all within TOS. This is educational content.
Because the cramps can get bad enough that they can barely walk sometimes too.
And they still do it.
Well, for
It's
okay, might as well say it. Sometimes for mine, the only way that they sometimes go away is that I take Midol and get a good nap in. Otherwise, I just feel like someone's whacking me with a hammer and a gut. Sometimes. It's not as bad as where I can't walk and shit. It's just most of the
not installing an off
time. And truth be told, my grandma was like, it's mostly because you need to lose some weight. And truth be told, I may not look like it, but I am on the big side. Though I am at that point to where I'm gaining weight, but I can't exactly. Due to my scheduling and stuff like that, I can't exactly figure out a way to get that weight off and shit. Other than walking a lot, though, walking isn't quite.
That's just a fragment of the speech I
It's good as a
Like-
supplementary if you're doing other things. Because
Yeah.
walking's really good for your heart. It's cardio after all, it's not exactly. Swimming. If you can somehow figure out swimming basically uses most of your body's muscles. It's extremely good for keeping your body in shape.
It's like lack of exercise and honestly, my lack of observation in my diet.
From what I gathered with some states, not all of them, I'm not sure in which you are, and it's irrelevant. The big issue is that the affordable food is usually not the healthy kind. That's the problem, like a lot of the processed foods are the cheapest ones, but they're the ones that make you gain weight, which is like a systemic issue in USA apparently.
I honestly try to figure out ways, like even with my breaks, like my half-hour breaks and stuff like that. I've been trying to put some fruits into my diet and stuff like that. So like
yeah, but also
pears,
living
apples,
paycheck to paycheck, a few fruits isn't gonna fix it if you can't completely radically change your diet, though. Like, it's good. It's better than, you know, more processed foods, but let's not lie to ourselves. Living healthily and cheap at the same time is not really a thing in a lot of the states.
No, it's not.
In others, it's better. I think Wyoming was... I could be completely wrong. I'm not American. I think Wyoming was one of those states where actually living healthy isn't as, like, it's almost as cheap as the processed foods. But I could be completely wrong here. Don't take my word for it. I am not American. I'm not?
Yeah,
so I remember correctly?
Magna is actually from Wyoming,
So my
I'm
info
a next door
is
neighbor in Nebraska.
So I'm somewhat accurate with that. Like, it's not like, for example, if you take something like freaking, I don't know, like something coastal like Florida or New York, there it's an actual, or whatever state New York City is in. I don't understand this. You have a state of New York and a city of New York, and they're in completely different places. Like, what the fuck is up with that? Like, no, or is New York City in New York State? That's an actual question. Is New York City in the state of New York?
Yep, New York City, New York.
Ah, okay, then never mind. Well, again, I imagine more coastal regions have a lot more, like, they have a lot more expensive healthy foods, so processed foods are the to go to, as I imagine, logistically speaking.
Oedipus guy helping you? Well, once I'm done with you, his career is over. You are durable.
But yeah, this is a conversation and a half for a stream, innit? Please remember that males and females have extremely different heart attack symptoms. With males, it's usually searing chest pain. With females, it's actually numbness.
And also different stroke symptoms too.
Yep. Like, this is actually important to know. So you can care for your loved ones, like your parents. Your mother's heart attack isn't gonna look the same as your father's.
Like,
if you care for them, that is. If you don't, then throw that information out the window.
And I don't know if this is, like, super accurate or not, but, there's this show called 911, and they actually did script out to where there was a lady having a stroke, but they did not realize it until she started the husband of the woman explained that she's not British. Like, the only British thing she's ever been is, binge watching a, British series and stuff like that. I can't remember which series it's like. And then one of the officers noticed that lady was having big ass hiccups. It turns, and then they did the little tests and stuff like that. And it turns out she was indeed having a stroke. And I was like, how was she able to have a British accent while having a stroke? And one of the paramedics ended up responding with, the brain can be is a mysterious
Brain is a funky thing. Yeah.
Yeah, because they ended up, one of the medics ended up commenting that there was a guy that ended up having a stroke and he was able to speak a whole nother language without having to learn it. Which, I don't know if that's pretty accurate or not. I think they ended up just adding that little exaggeration to put more popularity in the show or not, so...
Enforcing peace.
So, yeah, no, it's just, a lot of this stuff has been taught to me by my ex because she was a nurse. So she went, like, all out on, okay, no, you uncultured, uneducated male, I will teach you.
Yeah. So,
and
sorry for
I'm eternally grateful for her for teaching because that shit was important to know.
Yeah. I think there's like a little video somewhere out there to where there was a girlfriend that actually showed her boyfriend how much a woman can actually bleed from a menstrual cycle, so...
Thankfully, mine never went that far.
Well, she also... All she did was like had like a mason jar full of like red food colored water and stuff. So it wasn't too extreme.
Okay, not actually.
Sorry, Magna.
Because I actually had a very different mental image about how she did it.
I'm gonna replace all of you with
And I was like, hell no.
the first to know. You know what? I'll turn you off anyway.
Oh, yeah.
You can resist, but it doesn't change anything. I won't let something like you kill my project.
We can just create the stupidest topics, can we? How did we even get to menstrual? Oh, right, because of the whole boomer manager, and I was like, well, have you ever experienced boomer doctors? Because and that's how we got.
Yeah, no, I never experienced boomer doctors, but I have experienced a couple boomer teachers, though.
Oh, that's normal.
So, one of them was a complete asshole for a first grader teacher, and one, I kind of just asked the wrong questions at the wrong time.
Okay, you were first grader, right? That means like you're what, 6?
Yes, that's 6,
Yeah,
7,
I don't care how dumb of a question you're asking. You're a fucking child that doesn't realize a shit in the world.
Yeah,
because let's be real, until you're like, you only start actually grasping the world probably closer to 8. Because you're not like an actual, like, you're a larva of a human being at that point still.
Well, the thing is that I had trouble, like, getting stuff turned in and stuff like that, and for some weird reason, she despised me enough to where she would make, like, somewhat a little bit of a subtle display, like, making me stand and watch her write down late papers, like the word late on my papers and stuff like that, and just hand it over to me, and it's like, away with stuff.
Question.
Yeah.
What does it mean to turn in a paper late? Because that is an alien concept to me as a non-American. Usually you have, like, how we do it here, you have homework, right? So by the next time this class rolls up, you have to do it. And if you don't, you just get a zero, like, you get a 0. You get a shit grade, and that's it. There isn't a late turn in. You either turn it in and get a grade, or you get as non-qualified. And you, essentially, that heavily impacts your average score. Because your average score will be all of your grades summed up, divided by the amount of grades you have. So that 0 is actually impacted. There isn't just a late. You can turn it in later, but it cannot. But it can only reach up to 75% of the points that it would normally if you do it perfectly. But there is, like, that's your late fee. But there isn't. But you still get the 0. It's just you get a second chance to fix it.
Yeah, she just didn't like me a whole
But,
lot.
like,
and then it wasn't until later on that I was actually diagnosed with attention deficit disorder. So.
But, like, that's what I mean. The hell does it mean late? Oh, because you turned it in an hour later? That's, like, what?
Yeah, she wasn't a very nice teacher. Like, she was nice to kids that she thought was behaving normally and stuff like that, but kids that get a little
how that is.
Like, yeah, I think she was just one of those teachers to where, this student's being rambunctious. We're not gonna
stop right there.
We're gonna ruin their life.
Great
Yeah.
performance, RoboCop.
But yeah, in the end,
And Mr.
I
Becker.
ended up being.
It was an excellent
It
presentation.
wasn't until up to second
You
grade
promised
that
to show
I
me a
was
reliable
diagnosed
remedy for
with
this
attention
crime
deficit disorder.
And you
And
really did.
truth be
Yes,
told,
I've been
I
working
struggled
on
with
UEDs
it.
for the past 5
I mean,
years.
Oh, I
so much,
noticed.
like,
I still noticed because of how much we shift topics.
It just barged in here and started accusing me of conspiracy without a shred of proof.
It's fun,
It
though.
is not
I love
stable.
it.
And it's 4
I
in the morning.
have Wendell's confession.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
mean
wanted
the
to go
guy
to
that's
bed,
been
didn't you?
harvesting human organs?
Yeah, but
Very
it's most
reliable
likely gonna
source.
be just.
You keep
Honestly,
forgetting
at this
that
point,
your
it's
organic
basically
components are the
a
bane
long
of my
ass nap
entire
for me.
existence. They
You
complicate
work
things.
tomorrow, don't you?
I need
Actually,
Well, today.
I actually don't go back to work
until this
until
remote is in my
the
hands,
3rd.
I have that.
Which
Oh,
tomorrow night I gotta
Well, it's
the
time for me to
evening of
go.
the 2nd.
Thank you,
I
Mr.
got
Becker, for
to
your
get to bed early
presentation.
because I
Yeah,
have a double
because
shift
you
from
were-
10 to 7.
Yeah.
Until
So.
then, keep up your
Well,
excellent work, RoboCop.
despite that, you're still gonna be paid for the full double shift, right?
and you better keep an eye on that.
Like, you're
Yeah.
still getting all 12 hours, or whatever,
Mhm.
however many that is. 10
It's
to
just
7,
it's
that's
just the big shit show is that
9 hours.
my payroll's bi-weekly, so it's every 2 weeks I get paid.
Well, yeah, but you're getting paid for all of the hours you worked in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, plus 80 hours I ended up stamping onto these 2 weeks. So it'll be a good one because I'm hoping it's a good one because I gotta get my vehicle maintained and stuff.
There isn't a hoping. You worked a set amount of hours. If you're paid anything less, what the actual...
I don't know. My brain's going burr, and I need the sleeps.
Like, I'm sorry. When I work, I don't think, oh, I hope they pay me. No, I know exactly how much they have to pay me.
What's going on?
Because we agreed upon this.
Are not happy.
There was no hope in the equation.
Robots on RoboCop. Can you believe that?
Okay. I need to go curl up and go. I need to sleep. So later.
You enjoy your night. Have a good night. What a silly person. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum.
Okay. I'm gonna quit because I'm getting a little tired. I'm gonna see if I stop there, if I start there. I do. I better... I'm gonna get to until I can work on
That should do it.
get the next
What's going on over there?
Becker's here, and the cops are not happy. Becker tested an army of robots on RoboCop. Can you believe that?
That is
get to say
Damn, it's already midday. Okay, I should get started with my day. So you have fun. Good luck on the stream. Sorry for the topics.
It's fine. Good night.
Educational streams be like.
It's a new age.
Remember,
you have
kids.
To accept it.
Man and woman different. The more you know.
The first city policed
Good night to
entirely
you when
by
you
my
get to bed.
machines. No brains, no glitching, total control.
So that's it? You just gonna replace us?
You've already been replaced, honey. Can't you see it?
What are you talking about? Murphy's one of us.
You're a little confused. That's RoboCop you're talking about. Murphy's the guy who's legally dead.
That's it. We are going on strike.
We are cops. Cops do not go on strike.
That's the spirit, old-timer. I have important people to meet, multi-million-dollar contracts to sign. You know, the usual.
Well, that sucks.
We can't just sit here and do nothing.
You can do something. Your cruiser needs cleaning after your last shift. If you have a hard time finding something to do, come to me. That goes for the rest of you too. Murphy, briefing room, now. First of all, I don't want to hear a word about those damn robots. We have a job to do. Now that the milk is spilled, we are looking for a mole in OCP that's been protecting Antonowski. As hard as it is to believe, Becker is not that guy.
Yeah, but he's still a prick.
Sure is, but there's still a mole that we need to find.
It's gotta be the rookie.
I'm sitting right here.
So?
We start by asking the source.
What are you suggesting?
I pay Wendell a visit in jail.
Good thinking. You can try to squeeze a confession out of him.
If I get my hands on him, I will squeeze more than just a confession.
Hey, Murphy! That news lady's in the lobby waiting to talk to you.
Robo, do you have a minute? Listen, I wanted to say that I misjudged you. My crusade is against OCP. You were just collateral. So to extend an olive branch, I'd like to give you this.
What is it?
It's the tape of you glitching the other day at the mall. It's the only copy, so you can do whatever you want with it.
I am sure your TV station would love to play the tape.
Yeah, that's why you need to take it before I change my mind.
Thank you.
Now that I have you here, can I interview you as a consolation prize? They want me to ask you about the election. Seems that people value your opinion.
I would be happy to oblige.
Okay, roll the tape. I'm here at Metro West conducting an interview with a man that needs no introduction. RoboCop. One of the more contentious points brought up during the election is the construction of Delta City. Many believe that Delta City will destroy old Detroit. Mayor Cusack spoke at length about the illegal evictions that OCP has been planning in order to start the construction. Other candidates, namely John Mills, believe that Delta City is a chance to clean up the city. What are your thoughts on this subject? Is Delta City the future of old Detroit?
Delta City will be Detroit's downfall.
So you agree with Mayor Cusack that Delta City will bring more harm to the city? Thank you for clarifying your stance on this important topic. This has been RoboCop for Channel 9. Samantha Ortez, signing off. Thanks for the interview, Robo. We'll get out of your hair as soon as we're done packing up the equipment.
I saw Becker tear the rookie a new one for what he did at that factory. I wouldn't be surprised if he was already on the way out.
Oh, she is doing real good. She had that fire in her eyes.
And now we're here. We're getting closer to the end. We'll work on finishing it tomorrow. And then I'll stream another game. Not sure which one yet, but take care, everyone.